Howdy everybody, this is HR Prime here, and welcome to another video. Today, we have another Overwatch theory video. If you remember last time, we talked about Sombra's secret identity being an Omnic. Of course, that turned out to be false. But this time, we want to discuss about Omnics again, and this time, it's about whether or not Omnics are evil. So without further ado, let us begin. One of Overwatch's biggest topics is the Omnics right issue, a problem that is just presented rather than answered in the game. It has seemed more cited to the Omnic rights in the presentation of the problems, but are Omnics rights something good, or are they a form of pure evil? Should they still be considered to be the same as the Omnic Crisis Omnics, or as in the teachings of Zenyatta? To find our answer, we cannot just use the Overwatch lore. We must use an entirely new media, and no, I do not mean Deus Ex. We must go to Star Trek of all things. In the episode, Measure of a Man, Commander Data is being transferred to Commander Maddox, so that he can be reverse engineered and be studied, so that more of his kind can be replicated. It's good to note that he is a one-of-a-kind android. To cut the story short, Picard tries to request the transfer to be cancelled, Data is ruled to be property, and Picard must challenge that in court. In the end, Data is considered to be machine, but is not property, so he has all the rights of the other Starfleet members. One thing that was brought up in this debate was the criteria for being a sentient being. Picard says, "Would you enlighten us? What is required for sentience?" Maddox responds by saying, "Intelligence, self-awareness, consciousness." Data is confirmed to be intelligent, for starters. Data then confirmed that he is aware of what he is doing and what's at stake of it. The third criteria is not completely confirmed, but with the others in effect, what is Data then? Or if Data has the slightest bit of consciousness, what is he then? We can easily apply this to Overwatch's Omnics, like Zenyatta for example. He proves that he is very intelligent. He is constantly knowing what's going on around him. And consciousness? Well, he might as well be. So with this, we can confirm that Omnics are indeed sentient beings. The episode does go on to talk about what would happen if Maddox created many Datas. That would become a race. It's almost like the Omnics, but, not quite. I mean, there wasn't anything that was bent on world domination that was a single mind in Star Trek, right? Oh, wait. There is. The Borg. The Borg is a simple idea. Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated. This is a common phrase of the Borg. They want nothing more than to add every intelligent life form to their collective. Complete domination over any race. Kind of what the Omnics were in the Omnic Crisis. A goal of complete destruction of humanity. But not all Omnics are evil. Look at Zenyatta and his brother, I hear you saying. Well, wrong. What is the one thing that they talk about the most? The iris. Doesn't "we are all one in the iris" sound much like "you will all become one with the Borg"? In Overwatch, the iris is just a watered-down version of the collective of the Borg. One mind, collective thoughts. The Omnics are like the Borg. They are beyond redemption, beyond reason, as Picard put it. Stepping into the iris is assimilation, and many have started down that path like Genji. He could be a Japanese Borg. But with this, there is good to be found. In the episode Borg, the crew of the Enterprise discovered that when not part of the collective, Borg can learn to think for themselves, much like Bastion has. Following what he was told to do, but later discovering his singularity. So in the end, are Omnics evil? Yes, but there are exceptions. Like Data and Hugh, the Borg from Borg, Bastion has become the good in the Omnic world. Not assimilating or passing people into the iris, Bastion is good, while the others are evil. But what do you think? Is the iris a code for the Borg? Or is there something that's misunderstood here? Are all Omnics good, and should they be the same as humans? Or should they just be all destroyed for scrap parts? Thank you all so much for watching. This has been HR Prime. Thanks for your time. God bless. Happy gaming.